Good morning class. Welcome back to our maths class with part 2 of review worksheet. In previous video we have done all parts of question number 1 and question number 2. Today in this video we will start from question number 3. Let me share the PDF of this page on the screen. Yes children, you can see. So here in this class we will start from question number 3. This is question number 3. You can see the sums here. The first sum is it is of addition. Here the numbers are given in 3 lines but the numbers are given in the row. So it's difficult to add the numbers when these are in row. So first of all we will arrange these numbers in the columns and then we will do addition. So first of all we will write the first number, that is 374. Then next number is 469. And the third number is 51. Children, you can see as that the third number is of 2 digits, whereas the first two numbers are of 3 digits. So it is very much important to arrange the number on their perfect place, otherwise the answer will be wrong. So in maths we start writing numbers from the right sides. So as the third number is 51, we will write 51 like this. You cannot write 51 like this. It is wrong. We have to balance all the lines when we are doing sums. When we have to balance all the equations, all the lines, then only first of all it is very important to arrange the numbers on their correct place. Then only we will get the correct answer. So as you can see that third number is of 2 digits, whereas first two numbers are of 3 digits. So we will write 51 here. Because in maths we start place from this right side, ones, tens and hundreds. So in this manner we have to arrange the numbers when we are making the sum. So it's very compulsory important to arrange the numbers in the columns perfectly, then only we can get the correct answer. So 4 and 9, now we will start adding the numbers. 4 and 9, 13 and 1, 14. We will write 4 and take 1 as carryover. 8 and 6, 14 and 5, 19. Write 9 down and take 1 as carryover. Here this is 8. The answer is 894. In the same way we will do the B part. Here you can see children that we have to add 4 numbers. All the numbers are given in row. So first of all we will arrange the numbers in the column starting from the first number, that is 23, and the next number is 34, then 56, then 67. Here we have not to think anything. We can do very fast because all the numbers are of same digits. All the numbers are of 2 digits. 3, 4, 7. 7 and 7, 14 and 6, 22. No, 14 and 6, 20. This is 0 down and take 2 as carryover. 4 and 3, 7. 7 and 5, 12 and 6, 18. You can see children, as the question in each line 2 digits are there, and when we have got the answer is of 3 digits. So you will write 180 like this. Ones, tens and 100. 1 will be on 100 place in this way. Again I am telling you that you cannot write the answer like this. You will balance always right side and the extra number will be shifted to the left side on the next place. So this is the way you will write the answer in this manner. Now C part. The question is 261, next number 372, next number 446. Add these numbers. 3 and 6 9, 6 and 7 13 and 4 17. Write 7 down, take 1 as carryover. 3 plus 3 6 and 4 10. Again children, you can watch that we have got the answer is of 4 digits, so the last digit will be shifted to the next place. The questions are of ones, tens and hundreds, and the answer which we have got, that is in thousand. The answer is 1079. Now we will do next part, last part of this question. Here again you can see the questions is not given in balance form. So first number is 2137. Second number is again of 4 digit, 4852. And third number is of 2 digit number. So it's better you start writing from the right side, like this 9 and 3, because in maths we write the numbers from the right side, because we have to write the numbers in the alignment, in the balance form, otherwise we cannot calculate the numbers correctly. Now we will add the numbers. 7 and 2 9, 9 and 9 18, write 8 down, take 1 as carryover. 4 and 5 9 and 3 12, write 2, take 1 as carryover. 2 and 8 10 0, take 1 as carryover. And children, to make the sum in balance, you can put 0 where there is blank place. Now you can put there 0. 3 and 4 7, because the 0 before number has no value, so we can put 0 to balance the equation in the previous before the number. So the answer is 7028. In this way we have completed question number 3. Now we will do question number 4. In question number 4 you can see that different two operators are there. First add and then subtract. So first of all we add the numbers. In fourth question we can solve this problem by making two sums in each part, as 6533, add 256 to it, because first of all we have to add the numbers. 9 5 plus 5 10 0, take 1 as carryover, this is 9. After adding these two numbers we got 909. Now we have to subtract 27 from it. We have to subtract this 27 from it. We have got first answer 909. We will subtract 27. You can see children, the answer, this first number is of 3 digit number and this is 2 digit number. In the same manner as I have told you previously that how you will arrange the numbers, we will start writing numbers from the ones place. Now we will subtract 7 from 9, this is 2. Now here it is 0, which is smaller than 2, so we will take one borrow from 9 and 8 will remain in the next number. So subtract 2 from 10, this is 8, and again it is 8. Now we will do B part. Here on both place minus subtraction operator is there, so we will subtract both times. First of all we will subtract 8 from 800, 357. Children, you can see that the next digit is also 0, so we cannot subtract, we cannot take borrow from it. We will take borrow from number 8. So first we will take borrow on the tens place. Again we will take borrow from the ones place, and on the tens place 9 will remain, and we took 1 from 8, so here 7 will remain. Now you can subtract the numbers. Subtract 7 from 10, this is 3. Subtract 5 from 9, this is 4. Subtract 3 from 7, this is 4. The first answer is of B part 443. Again one more part is remaining, that is 206. Subtract it. Take borrow from next digit. Here 3 will remain. Subtract 6 from 13, this is 7. When we subtract 0 from 3, when we subtract 0 from any number, that number is the answer. This is 3. Subtract 2 from 4, this is 2. Final answer is 237. Now C part is remaining of question number 4. C part is remaining of question number 4. Here the numbers are given in 4 digits. But the thing is that all the numbers are given in 4 digits. So it's easy to children, one thing is here that you can see here two different operators are given, and the first operator is of subtraction and another one is of addition. As I told you in the class also when we were doing this chapter, that if there are two operators, then first of all we do the addition part. You can see that 3412 add 5290. First of all we will do the addition part. 3412 and 5290. We will add the numbers first. 2, 10, 0, carry over 1, 5 and 2, 7, 3 and 5, 8. So we have solved these two parts first, this number and this number, because when there are more operators, so first of all we do addition part. Now we will subtract this number from the previous answer, that is 8702. We will subtract 1281 from it. 1 from 2, this is 1. Take 1 borrow here, this is 10 and here it is 6. 2, 4, 7. Finally the answer is 7421. With this sum we have completed question number 4 also. Now we will move to the next number, that is fifth question. Here there are three parts of this question. All the parts are of story sums. First part is, in a day a printer prints 6780 copies of the morning newspaper and 2135 copies of the evening newspaper. How many copies of the newspaper does he print in a day? How many of copies of the newspaper does he print in a day? This last line is denoting that we have to add the numbers. In the last question only we understand that what we have to do, because in story sums main thing is there that you have to recognize that what operator you have to use, whether you have to subtract the numbers, add the numbers, multiply or divide the numbers. So first you should know this, what you have to do. For knowing this, there is a need to read the sums once or twice to get this. In a day, a printer prints 6780 copies of the morning newspaper and 2135 copies of the evening newspaper. How many copies of the newspaper does he print in a day? So you know it that here we have to add the numbers. As I already told you so many times that when we have to write the story sum, no need to write the full story. You can write the first one or two letters of the question, then put dash in between, and the last word, one or two words of the last question. Only this much you should write. No need to copy all the complete question. And now start solving the question. The first number is 6780 morning newspaper and 2135 evening. We will add these numbers. This is 5, 8 and 3, 11, 1, carry over 1, 8 and 1, 9, and 6 and 2, 8. The answer is 8915. In the answer, we have to write statement also. We will get the statement from the last line. How many copies of the newspaper does he print in a day? He prints it is in the question, it is wrong, children, because we should use it from for printer, no, not he. It is not human being, it is device, so we should use it. So in the question it is given wrong, so I will write here it, because it is concerning with printer. It prints 8915 copies of newspaper. Now next question, B part. A farmer wants to plant 2740 trees. He has planted 1864. How many more trees does he have to plant? In the last line only there is the answer of the question. How many more trees? It means this is the question of subtraction. And subtraction, you know. So we will subtract the number. B part. The question is 2740 and the other number is 1864 he has planted already. So how many more trees he has to plant? We will subtract the number. Take one, borrow from the next digit. Here 3 will remain. Subtract 4 from 10. This is 6. Again there is a need to take one borrow. Here it will be 13 and here 6 will remain. 7. Again take one borrow. This is 16 and 1 will remain. 8. 1 from 1. This is 0. The answer is 876. So write the answer in statement. How many more trees does he have to plant? He has to plant 876 more trees. Now only last question is remaining, that is Rekha recorded 3275 songs. Of these 2138 were Hindi songs, 573 were Marathi and the rest were Bengali. How many Bengali songs did she recorded? Children, you can see that we have to use two operators here, because total number of songs recorded by Rekha is given, that is 3275. Then out of these total songs, she recorded some songs in Hindi and some in Marathi, and we have to calculate the number of Bengali songs. So first of all, we will add the recorded song of Hindi and Marathi together. Then we will subtract the addition part of this total from the total number of songs recorded by Rekha. C part. So first of all, we will add the numbers of recorded songs of Marathi and Hindi. This is 2138 and the other number is 573. First we will add these numbers. This is 11, take 1 as carryover. Again this is 11, take 1 as carryover. 7 and 2. Now we have to find the Bengali number of songs. How many Bengali songs she recorded? So we will take first total number of songs she recorded, that is 3275, and the songs recorded by her Marathi and Hindi, this is 2711. By subtracting this number from the total songs, we can get the recorded songs she recorded in Bengali. This is 4, 6, take 1 borrow. Here 2 will remain. This is 5 and 0. So we will write the statement. How many Bengali songs did she record? She recorded 564 Bengali songs. Children, this is the last sum of this page of this review worksheet. We have completed this review worksheet here. So with this I am concluding this video. In the next video we will meet tomorrow. Till then, bye everybody.